Mara, what are you doing? Why did you think it was such a good idea to punch someone like me in that way? All I was doing was coming over to your place for the first time with Adam to see you face to face and talk to you about us getting married. Why? You're asking me why I'd do something like that to you? Oh, that's because someone, I mean you, was trespassing in my house behind my son, so of course I had every right using violence against you. I have no husband to protect me anymore, so I had to fend for myself and make sure you weren't going to cause any problems. Also, I want you to stop talking to me like I'm someone you know, all right? Even having to think of you as being someone who's a part of my family makes me feel sick to my stomach. So, Mara, are you really that opposed to me getting married to your son, Adam? When we talked over the phone before, you never acted like you hated me in any way or that you were upset about me being with him. You know for a fact that I oppose it now. Back then when we talked, I didn't know enough about you, but now? Who would ever want their son to marry a used-up whore? So you're not happy about the fact that this will be my second time getting married then? Yes. I'm sure that this time will be the same as the last. You'll become bored of Adam and leave him just like your last husband to go and find someone new to be your husband, right? After all, you are the type of whore that can never last with a single man and must always go out to find yourself a new one. That wasn't the reason for me having to leave my last husband, though. So how about instead of punching someone first, you listen to what they have to say to you about the person they are? I'm not going to waste my time listening to whatever useless spiel you have saved up to try and fool me. I already learned everything I needed to know about you. And that is that you are a woman loaded with problems that I will not let my son be exposed to. I'm sure you're the one responsible for your husband having to leave you last time, right? Why do you feel as though you already know everything about me already? I am a pro at judging other women and their life stories just by looking at them. And also, when it comes to you, you're not even working a proper job, right? No, I'm working a proper job. I just don't have to leave my house if I don't want to work. You must know that my son is in the middle of finding himself a job, right? Are you working a job right now that'll allow you to take care of him while he's out searching for a new job? As of right now, I'm the one supporting the two of us. I know that. And you're only doing that because my son is putting his best foot forward in finding the perfect job for himself. Do you think that because you're the only one with a job right now that you are better than Adam? No, I don't think that at all about myself. I find it pretty rare that a son's mother would be totally fine with his wife supporting him. Well, we're not going to talk any further about something like that. I'm not actually okay with you supporting him as his wife, and I don't want you married to him at all. I will never let my son be with a woman who's already used up and has nothing left to give. If me punching you has opened your eyes to that fact, then never come around me and my family ever again, you whore! You're not regretting your actions at all, are you? You think I'd regret punching you? I found it quite pleasing hitting a used-up hag like you.
Hey, Liz, can you please stop getting so worked up over what happened? My mom has always been that kind of woman. So, you know...
You're asking me not to be worked up over something as serious as what happened? What the hell do you mean she's just that kind of person, Adam? I was punched by your mom. Are you telling me she acts like that towards all kind of people then? Not just me?
That's not what I meant. No, I get that she hit you. I totally get that it probably hurt a bit. But, well, you wouldn't want to ruin things between us, would you? So please, just forgive her for what she did to you. I'm sure it'll never happen again. And that she'll get used to me being with you very soon.
Why am I supposed to be the one forgiving her for something like that when she's going to do that again at any time? I was the one that got assaulted by that woman. Are you not worried at all about how I feel right now?
What? No. Of course I'm really worried about you, Liz. I'm also sure that you are very shocked by what happened. So I wanted to come and calm you down a little. I'm not asking you to let her get away with something like that. all right?
This isn't even about me being shocked by what she did, though. This is about how she wouldn't even give me a chance by listening to what I had to say and just resorted to violence right off the bat. I feel I might have to tell the police about what happened between her and I.
Why do you think you need to do something as unnecessary as that? Telling the police? I don't think that'll help our situation any. I think you're just taking things a little too far by doing that. You're not actually gonna talk to the police about what my mom did, right?
You think that would be me taking this way too far? What the heck are you even going on about, Adam? I was just punched by your mother when I came into her house with you. And you're going to say that wasn't her taking things way too far? Adam, are you actually on your mom's side in all of this? Because that's really what you're making this look like right now.
I'm not on anyone's side right now, Liz. But
Hold up, you should be on my side right now, Adam. You saw me get punched by your mom for no reason at all. Also, right now, your mom thinks that I'm some kind of used-up whore for some reason. Why did you not step in and try to clear things up with her about that?
what? Well, hold on, Liz. She's not wrong when she says that.
You don't think her calling me a whore is wrong? What the actual frick, Adam?
Well, you have been with another man before me, right? I forgot what the reason was for you and your ex getting a divorce and all, but
Is that right? I am completely shocked right now. What you just said to me? I think I'm going to have to call this marriage thing with you off, Adam. You don't even seem to know a thing about me still, and we've been together for years now.
Huh? What? Call our marriage off? You'd never do that to me, right? Hold your horses now, Liz. Why do you think you have to end things with me right now? I understand that I might not be the best pillar of support for you at times, but even still...
I'm sorry, but this just isn't going to work for me anymore. The way you think of me, it's just not something I'm going to accept from someone who I'd make my husband. I'm going to go talk to the police about what your mom did, and then I'm going to throw away the marriage forms we had filled out.
Why? Why are you going to do that?
I can see that you're only thinking about yourself right now, and I'm not having any of that. I'm sure you don't see things that way, but it's the truth.
But even if we're not going to be engaged to one another anymore, you still love me as your boyfriend, right? You just want to see how things will pan out for a little bit here. And you'll still be my girlfriend, right?
Nope. You and I are breaking up.
Huh? Wait a second, Liz. I'm not gonna allow you to leave me like that. Why do you think you have to break up with me?
Because you are a self-centered loser who doesn't care about how I feel anymore. I'm sure the only reason you still even want to be with me now is because without me, you'd never be able to join my company, right?
No, it's not just that.
I already get it now. I get what you and your mom are about, and I'm not sticking around for it. Goodbye forever now.
Hold on for just a second.
Mara, I'm no longer going to be getting married to Adam now. I just thought it'd be kind of me to let you know that this is the way things have ended up. Great! Hearing from you that you're going to do that makes me very happy. I don't have to worry myself too much anymore thinking about how a whore like you could have been a part of my family. So now, be aware that you are never allowed anywhere near my family ever again. And of course, that also means no more meeting with Adam anymore, all right? All right. Since even you're asking that from me now, then I'm definitely not ever going to go around Adam again. And if you try to get Adam to do anything to me, I'll make you pay for it. He is a kind man, after all, and if he was to side with you after this, I'd have a really hard choice to make. Of course, I'm not going to do anything to get him to go against you. I'm not going to even talk to Adam anymore. I will hold true to my promise that he and I are through, and I will not be talking with any of you anymore. It's great to see that a whore like you at least has somewhat of a head on your shoulders. I'm happy to see that. But Liz, do remember that I really hate women that don't know how to treat their man right. When it comes to me, before my husband passed away, I spent every second of my life devoting myself to him and only him. So seeing someone like you who finds it fun to sleep around with all kinds of men and move from one to another looking for marriage as a totally disgusting thing. Why are you starting to say that I sleep around with other men now as well? You happened to be divorced by your last husband, so I'm aware of what the reason for that was for. He divorced you because you were sleeping with other men, right? And so I'm never going to let my important little man be in the arms of someone as unfaithful as you. You don't have to worry yourself with me anymore. I was never planning on marrying Adam for what little money he has or anything like that anyway. Now just remember, Mara, that after this, even if you try once to sway me back into marrying Adam, it's not happening. And you're not going to regret me not wanting to marry him anymore, right? Why do you think I'd ever regret him not ending up with you? I'm so happy to see you leaving that I might be grinning for days. From here on out, I'm going to help him find a proper woman to be married to. Someone who's never been married before and is willing to give everything for Adam. Is that right? Well then, good luck finding a woman for him like that. Goodbye forever, you disgusting loser.
Mom, this is all your fault, Mom. Why did you end up having to punch Liz like that?
I'm so sorry, Adam. That was a complete shock for all of us. But listen, Adam, I did all that for the sake of protecting you, all right? I know for a fact that there are better women in this world who are a lot better for you.
All you did was cause bigger problems for me. It's all because of you, Mom, that my future is ruined.
Adam? Did you really want to marry her that badly that you blame me for something like that? That whore was not right for you. You are supposed to be married to a much more faithful and gorgeous-looking woman. And before we go looking for a woman like that, we need to get you a job. Let me ask some of my friends for you about jobs in town.
There were plans for me to be hired into the company that Liz owns.
Huh? Liz has her own company?
Yes. Liz is the CEO of her own company. And it's not just any old company, but one that's been on TV plenty of times now because it's so famous. Right now, her company is making huge profits every year, and at the rate it's going, it'll be one of the largest and most well-known companies of all time.
What? That woman? That woman has a company like that?
How hard do you think I've been trying to make things work with her in order to get myself a job within that company? She's a beautiful woman, and has been on tons of magazines and in all kinds of shows on TV. I was finally going to be able to marry a woman like her and then be hired into that company of hers. Then I would have never had to worry or complain about life again.
I'm sorry, Adam. I didn't know anything about all of that at the time.
And also, Mom, I have a feeling that you're getting pretty close to using all of Dad's money up by now, right? Had I been able to get into that company of Liz's, I would have been able to send you money each month. Well, now you've gone and ruined both our lives.
Had I known about all of this, I would have never yelled at her or hit her. Why did you never tell your mom about the fact that she owns a really outstanding company or that she was going to hire you?
You think I could tell you that she'd be the one getting me a job?
Hey now, I wouldn't have thought anything of that, Adam.
Well, for right now, all of this is your fault, and I don't think it'll ever not be your fault. Liz has also said that she's going to tell the police about what you did to her. She has a lot of lawyers under her already, ready to help her. So I advise you to get ready for that.
Hey, who are you sided with right now, Adam? To me it seems you care about her more than your own mother.
I'm on nobody's side right now, Mom. I was really trying to help you by telling Liz not to worry so much about you. But what you did last time was taking things too far, and that's why this is all happening to us. Not only has she broken up with me, but she's also having me leave her penthouse now. I don't have a home anymore, Mom, all because you couldn't control your childish behavior.
Well, you can always come back and live here with me. How does that sound to you? You can come back to your mama and we can both live together again, like old times.
Are you freaking joking, Mom? You think me coming back to you is going to change anything? I know that you don't even care about what I want. Because no matter who I get married to, you'll feel lonely because I'll have my own woman and get jealous again.
I don't ever feel lonely and jealous. I really just want for you to be happy, Adam.
You liar! All you've done so far is ruin any chance of happiness I was ever going to have. I don't want to even talk with you anymore. Mom, I'm cutting all ties with you.
You do that to me? Wait a second, Adam.
Don't you ever try calling or texting me again, all right?
Hey, Liz, I really messed up a lot this time. I never even knew that you had yourself your own company, and a very respectable one at that. So I'm asking you, please get married to Adam for me. Nope, it's not happening. Why not? I'm trying to apologize to you right now after what happened. You can go ahead and tell the police about everything I did to you, all right? That's totally fine. But I'll only let you do that if you go ahead and marry Adam, please. You must have heard all about this from Adam, then. That because of you, we are no longer getting married and he's upset about it? That boy is a jerk for yelling at me like that. Adam is supposed to be a perfect little man to his mother. Well, if he's such a perfect little man to his mother, then he should also be able to find another woman to marry him, right? Wouldn't it be just embarrassing for him to have to marry a used-up whore like me when he's so amazing? I've come to learn that Adam is the only one meant for you, Liz. If he's not able to marry you in the end, then he's really going to go ahead with cutting ties to me. So please, Liz, please just get married to Adam for me like you always wanted. Just a few hours ago, you had sworn to me something, right? That no matter what happened after we talked, I wouldn't be marrying Adam and you wouldn't regret it, right? Wait, you can go ahead and forget about all that. You want to go back on something we swore? Mara, you called me a used-up whore because I ended up getting a divorce from the last man I married. Yet now, after all the crap you'd done and said to me, you want to go back on all you said just to make sure you're not the one coming out on the bottom? No? I'm going to follow through with what I swore on. I mean, I'm a good person after all, so I don't mind never having to think about marrying him again. And just as you've been told by Adam, I'm going to tell the police about you hitting me. I believe now is the best time of all times to start looking for a lawyer who can help you reduce the settlement you'll have to pay me. Why is everything all falling in around me? Well, the reason for that is simple. You judged my character way too soon before giving me a chance and then punched me for it. I did not judge you too soon, Liz, and there are plenty of reasons as for why I thought you were a total waste for him. I mean, you were the one that cheated on your last husband, and that's why he divorced you, right? That's a fact. I had every right to not want my son marrying someone who thought it was okay to cheat when they were married. I have never once in my life cheated on my partner. Then why did he divorce you? It's always been the woman at fault when there's a divorce at stake. To tell you the truth, we never even got a divorce the way you might think. Huh? Then you're telling me that even now you have relations with your ex? You are a whore! No matter how you think of it now, you are the most disgusting woman on this planet. One might even call you a witch for that. My husband passed away 5 years ago due to unfortunate causes. Huh? I never, ever cheated on him, nor did he and I ever get a divorce. We both loved one another to the very end, and I still love him to this day. He was not only my husband either, as he helped me with my company a ton, and I thought of him as one of my best business partners. Is that so? Well, I never knew about that. I know that, Mara. And neither did Adam know a thing about that. And that's why the two of you just assumed I had gotten a divorce or something back then. Adam never would listen to the whole story I'd tell him, as he'd always nod off halfway through. And in your case, you never even gave me the chance to tell you. But listen, Liz, I'm on your side now, right? I myself had my husband pass away a little while ago, so I completely sympathize with how you feel right now. I promise that whatever I had said to you before, I take it back and never speak of it again. I don't care about that. The fact that you treated me like total crap and even went as far as hitting me over not liking who you thought I was will never go away. I'm going through with what I told both of you, and that's telling the police about you and breaking up with Adam. Hey now, please! I really did some bad things to you, Liz, but I've learned my lesson now and will never judge you like that again. And you should be learning your lesson after something like this. Are you really never going to find a way to forgive me and let this all go? At this point, it's not about me forgiving you or not forgiving you. You did something you were not supposed to do, no matter the situation, and I'm afraid you might do it again someday. Well, do you even have evidence of me punching you like you said? Excuse me? I'm asking if you even have any evidence of me hitting you like you keep saying I did. No, wait. Repeat that one more time for me, Mara. You said you're going to tell the police about this, right? But I've never once punched you at any point in my life. Mara, is this your attempt at trying to run away from things then? Well, I guess I can't do anything to stop you. I mean, your son is going to pay for this all just as much as you, but you're still only thinking about yourself in the end? I'm asking you to show me what evidence you have of me ever punching you at any time. You must have something, right? You don't? Well then, perhaps it's time you stopped trying to threaten me with such BS. Dang, you really got me this time, Mara. I'm going to assume you saying you learned your lesson was all just a lie to try and save your own skin? Oh, I have learned my lesson, Liz. I should have listened to you a bit more to learn that your husband is in fact dead and you never cheated on him. But I'm not going to sit here and feel sorry over something I never did to you. Well, Mara, when you have to show up to the courtroom and you still act like a smartass, you'll find that there will be nobody there who is willing to listen to your crap. Is that really what you want to do? You really want to keep acting that way, only increasing the amount of repercussions there will be for yourself? The only problem that's occurring right now is you trying to sue me for something I never did. I want you to send me, right now, the evidence you have of me punching you. All right then, take a look at this video for me. Wait a second, what is that? You were taking a video of that? Actually, my company specializes in selling security and recording goods used for people that want to avoid being falsely accused of anything in the future, or to help them win court cases. And a lot of the things we make happen to be accessories that have small cameras and microphones in them for instances like these. We also dabble in drive recorders and things like that for cars, but our specialty are things much more personal. What? I have footage of you verbally assaulting me at first, all the way to you physically assaulting me. And I also have the audio from that, so everyone in the courtroom will be able to witness it all unfold. But hold on, you said you never laid a finger on me, right? No, this is all made up. This is all fake. Go ahead and claim that, but just know your last effort to try and get away has failed. Isn't this camera amazing? I'd love for you to buy one yourself and give it a try sometime. What is wrong with you? Well then, Mara, I'll be seeing you in court the next time we speak. And I'm now raising the amount I'll ask for in the settlement after what you just tried pulling there. Why? Why are you doing this? I really hope that after the court case, you learn a valuable lesson. Please and thank you. Well, this was all a bunch of fun, right? You almost had me in the first half there, but that punch and your mama's boy son really sealed the deal in making me hate the both of you. That was a close one. Hey, I really am sorry for what happened. I understand that it's really hard to go through life after losing your loved one like that. That's why I always hate hearing these stories about other people leaving the people they thought they loved because one of them cheated. Why do they get to keep their partners and take them for granted, but not us, right? I almost sort of understand what you mean there, but that's not a good enough reason for calling me such horrible things and then punching me. You know that, right? No matter how much you try and get me to feel bad for you or apologize to me, I'm not going to forgive you. Is there really no way for me to show you that I'm really sorry? I'm asking you to please listen to me. If you let me talk about myself a little more, I'm sure you'll understand how I was feeling then. Stop it with all that sobbing, would you? I don't care to listen to your useless sob story and waste all my time. After that, I went ahead and blocked Mara's number and everything. Adam tried relentlessly to get me to rethink what I was doing, but I cannot trust him anymore as the person he is, and so I totally ignored him. I kicked Adam out of my penthouse, and then I myself moved out of there into a smaller home more fit for a single woman like me. A little while after that, there was a court case against Mara, and like I said to her, it was all an easy win for me. She really tried her hardest to use the fact that her husband had died as a way to make her look as though the stress that caused her to hit me was not her fault, but nobody bought that. And it didn't help that I showed the jury screenshots of what she had said to me about having not even punched me in the first place, which only helped dig her an even deeper hole to end up in. By the time she realized that everyone in the courtroom had heard enough of her sob story and BS, she sat down and all the life in her face just drained away. I was able to get a lot of money from her in the settlement, and will be waiting for that money to come to me. Adam has totally cut ties to his mom now, and whenever she tries to get a hold of him or go out to find him, he never responds to her. There are even rumors going around now that Mara is so lonely not having anyone around her anymore that she'll try stalking Adam to see where he goes next. When it comes to what Adam is doing now, he still was never able to find himself a job, and so he was forced to leave town and start working out in the countryside. With the loss of everyone she thought was close to her, and with most of her husband's money being used up now, I really wonder what Mara's doing with herself now. As for what's happened to myself, I've become a little turned away from the thought of marriage and have now been putting a lot of my time into the work I do within my company. Even now, my company is making bank, and I'm working to only expand the company even more for the sake of ramping up production. And until I find myself another man who I think is actually worthy of my time, I'm going to keep treating my work as though it's my partner. And I'll keep doing this all with the thought of my deceased husband being right beside me.
Isabel, how are you? Where are you right now?
Charlotte, hi. I'm well. How are you? I'm at my parents' today. The kids haven't seen their grandparents in a while, so I thought it would be good to have a visit. Are you okay? Did you need me for something?
Oh, no, nothing's wrong. I just heard that you're gonna move out.
Yeah, we are. Not yet, but we've already spoken to a real estate advisor. Rumors really do spread fast, don't they? I guess I shouldn't be surprised since it's such a small community. We haven't decided when we'll be moving, but I think it'll happen in the next few weeks. We're hoping we can move out as soon as possible.
Oh, where are you gonna move?
We're going to move in with my parents. That's part of the reason why we're visiting for a few days. Both of my parents are getting on in age, and they're finding it difficult to get the shopping and chores done. My mother is especially frail recently. We're going to have their house remodeled to make it easier for them to move around and so we can all fit in. My husband's also asked to get relocated to this state for work, and they're giving us the green light, so everything's going according to plan.
Really? Well, good for you. But it'll be so lonely without you. If you're not here, I can't go to yours have lunch anymore. Who's gonna make us all those delicious lunches?
Yeah, I'm sure the kids will miss seeing each other every day at lunchtime.
I won't be able to eat your cakes and sweets either. Your handmade brownies are the best I've ever tasted. And I'll need to find someone else to drive my kids to school. Oh, it was really great having you around to drive us whenever we needed it. Without you here, I'm gonna have to do so much stuff myself.
Yeah, that's true. If you ever have the time, feel free to come visit us here. That'll give the kids a chance to see each other again. It's far from the city, but there's a lot of nature, and it's a lovely place with a lot of beautiful views. There's plenty of space for the kids to run around, too.
If you're gonna pay for the gasoline for the trip, then sure. You're moving out of state, aren't you? It'll take us a few hours' drive to get there, and that sounds really tiring. How about you come and get us?
I think that's going to be difficult. I'd have to drive around for 6 hours just to get you here. Well, if you're ever in the area, then let me know. I can prepare some brownies. Anyway, I've got to go. I'll talk to you later.
Oh, hey, wait a sec. I still have something to ask. What are you gonna do with your car when you move?
We'll be taking it with us, of course. We won't be able to get around without a car. We won't be living in the city anymore, so a car is a necessity.
Oh, but won't it be a bother to drive there? You could get a bus there and a new car when you arrive. I'll take your old car off your hands if you want.
I'm sorry, what? Were you just trying to make a joke? The car I have now is still new, so there's no point in buying another one.
Oh, I guess you really like that car. What about your furniture? The big electrics like your dishwasher and fridge? Oh, what about your TV? Are you gonna leave those behind? Why don't I just take them for you? That way you can save having to move them all the way to your parents' house. I prefer the refrigerator the most. The one we have right now is really small, and I've been looking for a big one like yours. Plus, your fridge is a new model, isn't it? It's energy saving too, right? But it's really big. It'll be really difficult to take with you. I should take it for you.
I'm grateful you're being so considerate, but we won't be leaving anything behind. We'll be using a moving company to take everything with us, and we've already made a list of the things that'll be going in the trucks, so you don't have to worry about lightening our load or anything. As for the stuff we don't need, we'll be selling those online, so there's no problem whatsoever.
What? Are you being serious? You're gonna sell things online, but you're not gonna give anything to me? I thought we were friends, so I was expecting something when I heard you were moving away.
Excuse me?
Well, you're moving away, so I thought you would give me something. I never thought you would just sell everything without telling me. I was really looking forward to seeing what I might get. I'm really disappointed in you. I thought you were much better than that. You could give me something, you know. We've been friends for a while now. You're surprisingly selfish, aren't you?
I don't understand why I have to be insulted like that. And you're calling me selfish? I don't think I owe you anything after all the favors I've done for you.
I don't remember you doing me any favors. What about your house? I can have that, can't I?
You want my house? Are you kidding me?
You definitely won't be using it. You're moving to a different house. And you can't take it with you. There's no point keeping it as a summer home since there aren't any great vacation spots in this area. We are friends, aren't we? You won't give me any furniture, so you'll give me your house, right? I'll forgive you for deciding to sell your furniture without consulting me if you do.
What on earth are you talking about?
I'm saying I want your house. Don't you understand English? You're not gonna use it anyway. What's the problem? Don't tell me you're not gonna give it to me either. I'm telling you I'll take your house for you. You should show a little more gratitude. I'm doing you a massive favor. This way, you don't have to deal with all the little details of having to put it on the market and sell it and all that complicated stuff.
I'm sorry. I really don't understand what you're saying. You're joking, right? Are you seriously asking me to give you my house for free?
What's so hard to understand? I want your house. It's a pretty simple sentence. My family and I are living in an apartment right now, but it's really small and cramped for all four of us. Our kids are getting bigger by the day, so it would be great if we could have a place that has more rooms so they can each have their own space. They need privacy after all. Your house is detached and it's really big too. Your kids each have their own room, don't they? My kids could use their rooms after you left. It's perfect for my family, and it's great timing if you're moving out of your house. I'll take it for you and save you a lot of trouble. It's a win-win situation. You'll give it to us, won't you?
That's really funny. I'm happy that you're so fond of our choice of property, and I'm flattered, really. You really love jokes, don't you, Charlotte?
What? I'm not joking about anything, though. And I'm not trying to flatter you. I really do want your house.
What? You're being serious? But you're asking me to give you my house for free. You're just joking, aren't you? No one in their right mind would expect someone to give them their house just like that.
What's the problem? You're not just someone. We're friends.
What? You honestly think that friends would give each other an entire house for free?
Yeah, so what if I do? I'm being super serious. I want your house, so why won't you give it to me? I'm telling you, I'll take it from you for free. It'll save you a lot of time and stress dealing with selling it. You don't need it anymore, so I'll take it for you. It's a waste to just leave it behind and not do anything with it, so I'll take it off your hands. You don't have to thank me. I'm doing it out of the kindness of my heart. And I really do love what you've done with the place, so the both of us might get a lot out of it. I can tell that you've put a lot of thought into the interior design too. It's really beautiful. I love that the living room is really big too. It can't have been this big when you bought the house, so it must have cost a lot to have it reformed. My kids will love watching TV and having parties in this room. Oh, I'm sure that my husband will love living here too.
Okay, hold on. You haven't moved in yet. I haven't even given an affirmative, and you're already imagining living in my house and lording your so-called favor over me?
What? But it's a really big favor I'm doing you.
Calm down. You should listen to what you're saying. Because you really don't make any sense at all. You recognize that it took a lot of time and money to make this house the way it is, and yet you still want me to give it to you for free? I don't understand you at all. Are you okay? Do you have a fever or something? Are you delirious? You should really read your messages back and take a second to confirm if you're fine with the nonsense you've been typing up until now.
Why should I do that? All I'm doing is asking a friend if she can give me her house. Yeah, you've worked hard on making it into a home, but you're moving to another place so you don't need it anymore.
Normally, when people move out of a property they own, they sell their homes. I think that's common sense. People don't just give up their homes for free to a friend. Even if it was family, a house is way too big of an investment to give away. And usually, the person on the receiving end wouldn't accept such a thing for free either. If it were me, I would at least offer to pay a monthly rent or something to make it worth it. But regardless of whether you want it or not, we're going to sell this house. We've already spoken with a real estate agency. Because of all the work we've put into it, I think we can get a good price for it. We're going to put this house on the market.
What? You never told me that. I thought we were friends. How could you decide to sell it without offering it to me first?
I'm sorry. Do you think you're the victim in this situation? Why are you making it sound like I stabbed you in the back? I told you earlier that we had already gotten advice from a real estate agent, didn't I?
I don't remember that. But if you really thought of me as a friend, you'd give it to me for free, wouldn't you? That's the normal thing to do. I can't believe you'd sell it before offering it to your friends.
We're talking about a house, right? It's not the same as making you and your son's lunch every day and making sweets whenever you come over. It's an entire house you're asking for. You're just asking me to give you a perfectly sellable house. For free. Just because we're friends? I've never heard of anything like that before.
I thought we were friends, but I guess it was just me that thought of you like that, even though we had so much fun together up until now. I'm shocked that you won't give me your house. It makes me wonder what the point was in being so close. I never knew you were so selfish.
What? You're calling me selfish? Says the woman that never cooks her own lunch and has never invited me to have dinner at hers despite the countless number of times I've made her lunch for her? How can you be such a hypocrite? And I thought we were friends for the sake of being friends, not because we expected free gifts from each other when one of us moves. And you're asking for a house? How does that even make any sense? Of course I'm not giving you my house for free. If you want it, you'll have to go through the proper procedures to buy it off the market. At the very least, I'll let you know when we put it out for sale.
Seriously? You're gonna make me buy your house? I can't believe you'd say something like that. And I can't believe you'd bring up lunch like that. I thought you were happy to make lunch for me. And you have the bigger house, so of course you'd be the host for our lunches. You're really horrible. You're saying that because you know I don't have the money to buy your house at the market price. I can't afford the things you can, you know. Just because you and your husband make a lot of money doesn't mean that you can look down on me like that.
I haven't said a single thing about being better than you just because I have more money. I just said that if you want my house, you can buy it. I can't give it to you for free. You're the one that's taking advantage of my kindness. I'm surprised that anyone could think that giving houses away was normal. I don't know how much money you think I have, but it's not enough to start giving things away for free. That's all I wanted to say.
Why should I have to pay for it? You should just give it to me. I've already told my husband. What am I supposed to do now?
Huh? What did you tell him?
I messaged him to tell him that I'll be able to get a free house from a friend. I already told him and he's really excited about it, so you have to give it to me. I let him know that he can come and take a look at it today while he's out. His shift should be ending soon, so I think he'll be there in an hour or so.
Wait. Your husband is coming to look at my home? Today? But I'm not there. How do you plan on getting in?
Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you. When I came to visit the other day, I found a spare key when I was looking through the drawers of that cabinet you have in the corridor. I took it home with me so that I could use that to get into the house. You don't mind, of course. It'll be my house in a few weeks anyway.
This is unbelievable. I can't believe what I'm reading right now.
I'm already inside, so it's a bit too late to tell me I can't. I've brought my sons with me, so we're watching TV in the living room. It would be really nice if you could leave this flat screen behind for us too. It's the perfect size for such a big room. Once my husband comes, he'll be taking a tour of the house and see what we think. But I think it's obvious he's not going to say no to such a great house. He was so happy to hear that you'll be giving it to us for free. He was saying that this must be an early Christmas miracle or something. Oh, isn't he cute? He was just like a little kid that got the present he had been dreaming of.
Wait a minute. This is too much for me to take. Are you telling me you've broken into my house? Why would you tell him something so irresponsible? I haven't agreed to anything like that. Not to giving you my house, and certainly not to you having a house tour while I'm out. What you're doing right now, that's called trespassing. It's a crime. You're breaking the law. Do you understand?
Oh, don't be like that. We're friends. This doesn't count. And it's going to be mine anyways. What's so bad about me visiting my future house? Don't make such a big deal out of it. You should chill out a bit more.
Are you crazy? That's still my house. We haven't moved out yet, and our stuff is still there. And I haven't said anything about giving you my house. This entire conversation has been me saying that I'm not giving it to you. I told you, if you want it, you have to buy it. How many times do I have to tell you that I'm not giving it to you before you understand? Would you please listen to what I'm saying? I want you out of my house, right now.
Sorry, I don't understand. My kids are having fun watching their favorite TV show, and my husband's on his way. Don't worry, your house is in safe hands. It's gonna be mine in a few weeks, so it's not like we'd break anything.
You've broken into my house with a stolen key, and you're telling me not to worry? What's wrong with you? There's something seriously messed up about this situation. You're actually terrifying me. Why are you even looking through our cabinet anyway? You didn't just find the spare key. You were looking for it and you got lucky. You're a criminal.
You're overreacting. We're always visiting you. Why is this any different? We'll go as soon as my husband's taken a look at the house. It's okay, I won't let him or the kids go through your things in the bedrooms. Though, it would be interesting if we found something.
What are you going on about? It's completely different. I'm not just worried about you going through my stuff. That's the least of my worries. The problem is that you're breaking and entering. I can't believe this. I won't be able to go home until tomorrow, and I can't trust a word you say. I'm calling the police.
You're gonna call the police over something like this? You're making a big deal out of nothing. All I did was borrow your key. We're supposed to be friends. Can't you relax a little?
You didn't borrow it. I didn't say you could take it. You stole it. Friends don't do things like this. And you've broken our trust, so I don't even think of you as a friend anymore. Please get out of my house. I'm asking you nicely. If you don't, I'm calling the police.
Oh, but I was thinking about making steak for dinner. I've already prepared the vegetables and the pan's already warmed up.
What? What do you mean? Steak? I don't understand. Are you trying to make dinner in my house? And of all the things you can make, you're going to make steak?
I found some really delicious looking meat in the fridge, so I thought it would be a great idea for dinner. I asked the kids and they seem really excited. They're really hungry after running all over the place, so I've already started prepping everything. All that's left is to broil the meat.
You've got to be kidding. You let your kids run all around my house, and you're going to fill them up with food from my fridge?
We've got to put the kids first, Isabel. They're hungry. I've got to feed them. If I wait until I get home, then they'll end up going to bed much later, and you know how kids get when they stay up late. We'll go home as soon as we've eaten dinner, I promise.
How can I trust any promise you make after you've broken into my home and gone through my fridge? God knows what else you've done without telling me. You clearly think that it's okay to break the law and invade our privacy? Why shouldn't I call the police?
Okay, yeah, I went through some of your stuff and I started cooking without asking you, but it's not like I did anything bad. It's not something worth involving the police in.
You must have a screw loose if you really think that. You understand that this is a crime, don't you?
Don't exaggerate. You're being such a drama queen.
I guess there's no point in trying to deal with this between us, so you give me no choice. I've already called one of my neighbors to check up on the house, and told her that you're trespassing. She kindly agreed to be there when the police arrived to explain what's going on.
What? You've already told someone I'm here? And you called the police on me? Why would you do that? I thought we were friends. You're going way too far with this. Call them and tell them it's a mistake.
You keep on repeating that you thought that we were friends, but that's my line. You're the one that stepped over the line by breaking into my house. I can't believe you'd do something so stupid.
Wait a second, Isabel. Did you really call the police on me? Are they actually coming here? My husband's already on his way. He said he's gonna be here in 10 minutes. Could you just wait a little longer? As soon as my husband arrives, we'll look around really quickly and go home after we've eaten dinner. It won't take that long, so can you just call the police and tell them not to come? I swear, we'll be gone in an hour.
You're absolutely crazy if you think that's okay. You're breaking and entering. All I'm doing is reporting a crime to the police. How about you calm down and think about what you're doing? How would you feel if this was done to you? I don't think you'd be very happy either.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you this angry. I thought you'd be okay with it because we're friends. I'll apologize. Please tell the police that you made a mistake. I'll do anything you ask. Just please don't have me arrested. Oh no, someone's at the door. They keep on ringing the doorbell. What do I do? What do I have to do for you to forgive me?
It's my neighbor. She's come to see if you're still there. Why don't you answer the door and explain to her what you're doing in my house? And it's a little too late to beg for my forgiveness. You should have left the house when I first asked you to. Actually, no. You should have never stolen my key if you didn't want the police to get involved. I hope that you'll finally understand that what you've done is a crime and learn to never make the same mistake again after getting the punishment you deserve.
Wait, Isabel, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean to make you this angry. I thought you'd be okay with it because we're friends. I heard the rumors about you moving, and I've always liked your house. I just thought it would be nice to live in a place like this, and just wanted to show my husband, that's all. If anything, I wish you would just take it as a compliment. I didn't want to make you angry, I swear. I'm really sorry. Can you please forgive me?
It's too late for apologies. You've already done more than enough to ruin our friendship. You can explain the rest to the police because I'm done listening to your excuses. I'm going to let the other moms in the neighborhood know about what you did, so they'll be more cautious when they invite you into their homes. That's if they ever feel comfortable with letting you in after they hear about what happened today. I'll be speaking to the kindergarten too, just in case.
What? You don't have to do that. If you tell everyone, nobody will want to have lunch with me. I'm really sorry. Can we just forget about all of this? I'm apologizing, so can't you forgive me just this once? I won't ever do it again. Isabel, I can hear a police siren. You didn't call them off? Are they still coming to the house?
That's right. Why would I call them off? You wouldn't leave, so what other choice did I have? They're going to arrest you for breaking and entering. It's a shame that your children have to watch their mother getting arrested, but it might be a good chance for them to realize that what you've done isn't okay. Besides, it was your decision to bring them with you when you trespassed into my home. You'll have to explain that to the police as well. I don't know how much your husband knows about you stealing my key and getting into my house without my permission, but I hope that he has enough sense to know that what you've done is wrong and will be able to teach your children not to copy your actions. I hope that the effect this will have on your family, friendships, and most of all your life will teach you a lesson. Goodbye. The police arrived at Isabel's home. and Charlotte ended up being taken away to the nearest police station to be questioned. But before she was taken away, she had made a futile effort to deceive the police and had been telling them that she was just house-sitting. Thankfully, the neighbor that Isabel asked to check on her home stayed with the police to explain what she had heard from Isabel herself over line. She told the police on Isabel's behalf that Charlotte had never been asked to house-sit and that the key she used to enter the house was stolen. Charlotte's lies and excuses were meaningless, and the police officers were able to get a better idea of the situation. As for Charlotte's children, they had been nagging their mother for dinner, but when the police arrived, they finally realized that they might be in trouble. Of course, they didn't understand what for, so they were very, very relieved when their father's car appeared. Charlotte's husband had also been looking forward to having dinner, so he was surprised to find her standing with the police out on the street. After hearing the truth, he took their children home. Charlotte herself was stuffed into the back of a police car and taken away. Isabel couldn't forgive Charlotte for what she had done and decided to press charges. Luckily for Charlotte, she was charged guilty but managed to avoid time in prison by paying compensation to Isabel. However, because of the scene that she had made outside Isabel's house with the police, the entire neighborhood found out about why she had been arrested within days, and she lost all the friends she had because nobody wanted to invite someone so untrustworthy into their home. As a result, she and her family ended up moving away. Charlotte's story teaches us that being too self-centered can have deep and irreversible effects on our relationships. I hope we can all learn from her and avoid being too selfish ourselves.